Awesome afternoon, EntreFam. This is Young, and this is video number 13 of 90. Yesterday I accidentally said video 13 of 90 when it was actually 12 of 90, so I'm not trying to cheat, I swear. Now, if you've been following my 90-day challenge videos, I'm currently doing video versions of the value posts, like this little mini series of value posts I did on my page to season it, which is called 10 Tips for Beginning Entrepreneurs. So today is tip number 3. So here goes. Now, tip number 3 for beginner entrepreneurs is to focus on your strengths and not your weaknesses. Now, while that may seem like an obvious point, I feel like most people don't do this. I feel like we've been taught to really focus on our weaknesses to develop them more rather than focus on our strength. Because people are usually, when they see where we're strong, in the areas we're strong, they're like, you got it, you don't need to work on that anymore, but let's look at this area where you're not so strong. Let's focus on that now. But I'm here to tell you that your success lies in your strengths. So make sure you set aside a majority of your time focused on those strengths. Now, while nobody is great at everything, everybody is good at least one thing. And it usually lies within their interests. So that's why this whole concept of finding a niche and narrowing it down is so important. Now, I hear some of you saying you're just the type of person who has just so many interests and you are good at a lot of things, but you're a master at none of them. If you are one of those people, all you got to do is look through all of those interests and things that you're good at and just pick one. If you're good at all of them, then you just have more choices to choose from and to expand to later on in your business. Now, it's not a bad thing to want to strengthen your weaknesses, but a majority of your time should not be spent in those areas. Too much focus on your weaknesses will pull you away from your strengths, which, listen closely, are your money makers. Now, I hear some of you saying, okay then, so what do I do about the areas that I'm weak in? Your weaknesses can always be outsourced. You need to be able to leverage resources in your life to be able to fill in those gaps. Delegate the tasks that you are not particularly strong in. I'm not saying that you're not good in them, just if they're not your strengths, right? Find others who are great at those skills and delegate those tasks. I'll give you an example. When I used to lead worship at a former church, my strengths were more in the lines of leading the worship and and all that, and taking a leadership role within the team. But when I tried to get involved in everything like sound and technical things and setting up of things, because I was focusing too much time on those, it was pulling me away from my strengths, which made me become spread thin and which affected the way I was able to lead. But as soon as I delegated those tasks, I found people within the team who were better suited for those other tasks that I was not. The whole team cohesion and my ability to fill my role increased. So I can't stress enough, focus on your strengths. Those are the things that are going to help you excel and succeed, rather than focusing on all your weaknesses, trying to become more of a balanced individual, I guess you could say. I mean, that might even be why you might be one of those people who are good at a lot of things and not a master at any, right? Because you were trying to balance in too many areas instead of focusing on one. So yeah, focus on your strengths because they are the ones that are going to carry you through. All right, so that was tip number 3 of my little beginner entrepreneur series. So yeah, let me know how I did. Today I had a little bit more time to be able to do this on camera and stuff. So yeah, please let me know in the comments how I did, what you think of the topic, and so on. Thanks. Until next time, stay awesome, Mantra.